YouTube VMAs. I'm so embarrassed for the way I'm riding right now.
What's up, everybody? It's Will here. I figured I'd give this voiceover thing a shot just to kind of break down the absolute shit show of a race I had this past Sunday. As you can tell by the title, this is the second time we're racing here this year. This is the second stop at Big Diamond for the 2024 D6XC Hare Scramble Series. So let's get right into it. So a little bit of context. This is my third Hare Scramble ever. First time racing C Open. First two times I race a Hare Scramble, I race a sportsman class, just to try and avoid some of the C-class carnage and get my feet wet. But as you can see, not a bad start. P2 coming out of the whole shot, and I end up getting passed on the straightaway here by the guy who ended up winning the class. Right now I'm feeling good, not too much adrenaline going, that I got out ahead of a lot of the carnage. I just figured I was going to tuck in here behind these guys and try to keep pace with them and, you know, make some moves later on in the race, but I almost instantly fucked that up. And boom, down goes dipshit. It was so funny because I was so worried about the bottlenecks of the C-class that I might be facing, and here I am, not even 10 turns into the race, and already became one of the jackasses that wrecks right in front of the entire class. So I believe that just caused me to go from P3 to a roughly P11, and as you'll see as this lap goes on, it doesn't get any better. Also, be sure to stick around. You'll see me yeet the hell out of myself down this hill and totally blow this turn. It's pretty humorous. Unfortunately, this whole first section of single track didn't really lend itself to much passing. You'll see here a couple times I try to set something up, but I just didn't have the nuts to commit to it. And, you know, I'm not really a dick of a person. I don't like shoving people down. Like, I love banging bars, but not in an unsafe manner. You know, I'm not going to go try to put somebody into a tree just to make it into 12th, you know, position in C class. It's just not what I'm about. I'd rather just play it safe. Full understanding that it's still early on in the race, so I wasn't too freaked out, but just trying to settle in and find my pace, try to remember how the hell to ride again, because I just straight up couldn't. The first, I'd say 3.5 laps of this entire race, I rode like absolute dog shit. So with that being said, I'm not going to show you too much of the boring stuff. I'm going to leave all of lap 1 in, and after that I'll just pick and choose the highlights. Whoops, gave that guy a little tap on the wheel there, just letting him know I'm there and trying to make it by. By the way, I do promise that I wiped the lens off way more frequently this race compared to round 1. I did not want to get stuck with video that was so annoying to watch again, because that was super frustrating. Admittedly, I was getting a little antsy going back this direction on this piece of single track because I did remember there were a lot of lines from the previous race, so I was just trying to keep my eyes open, but it did not do a great job of that. Right here, case in point, if I would have took that line to the left, I probably could have made at least 2 or 3 passes on these guys in front of me. Now, if you remember from the intro, I took a pretty gnarly digger. Admittedly, this one kind of scared the shit out of me. This is probably one of the faster wrecks I've had on the bike yet to date. So, yeah, I was just really grateful to not get seriously injured on this one.
God damn it, Will!
I was hoping after watching this back a few times that it would be evident as to why I wrecked in the fashion I did, but all I can tell is my back end got kicked out, and instead of it grabbing traction and straightening out, it just continued to float to the side of me, and I was kind of helpless to it. So now, as you might imagine, I'm really feeling the pressure of all my mistakes and feeling like I'm really ready to put on a charge and play the catch-up game.
Stay off the fucking ground.
If you didn't hear there, I'm kind of yelling at myself, telling myself to stay off the effing ground because I'm really good at finding myself on it. Something I didn't realize at this point in time and only figured it out after I finished the race and saw where I placed. I'm now in the mix with all the C250 riders. Almost everybody from my class has passed me, and I'm now right in the mix of all C250 class. So that's why there's some kids that are pretty aggressive, yelling. Those are the front runners of their class, and they're just trying to get around all of us. As you can see from that interaction there, my level of aggression is just pretty low. And it's kind of where it stays. You know, like I said, I'm not trying to put anybody into a tree in a C-class race. up my passing opportunity there with a little bit of wheel spin. Overshot this turn because it was marked absolutely horribly. At this point, I'm getting a little frustrated, realizing I'm not going to be able to ride at my full potential. And then I find a good line and actually get around some of these guys. Just want to take a quick second to apologize to Blake here. Poor guy was on the ground with a broken femur, and I almost ran over his feet because I didn't see him till the last second. Unfortunately, that injury is going to put Blake out of work for quite some time here. So if you'd like to support him or donate any money to him, reach out to me on my socials and I'll get you his Venmo link. You'll want to take note to the dude on the Yamaha here in the yellow helmet. That's Will Manis, and he and I ended up having a bunch of great battles this whole race. He was Mr. Consistent. I was a little bit faster, but couldn't stay off the ground, and it made for some really fun battles together. Also, D6, I just gotta say this. What the fuck was with the trees in the middle of straightaways with no danger markings or down arrows or nothing to mark them out? That's pretty stupid. Come on, you're better than that. As you'll see, this section was absolutely greasy. I honestly did not expect this race to be as moist as it was. I know it's a trigger word for some people. Sorry, not sorry. Most slippery turn on the track by far, right there. The first couple laps I missed this absolutely immaculate line to the right here. Really shaved off some time once I started hitting it.
damn it.
For those of you that aren't sure why I'm pissed at myself there, I missed a line that would have easily let me pass Will in that instance. I knew it was there. I simply just overlooked it. Wasn't expecting foliage to be on it. I don't know what I did, but I knew it was there, and I definitely utilized it the rest of the race. Was hoping to squeak by him on the inside there, but he knew what he was doing and he shut the door pretty good. Hi, Ashley. I believe this was a friend of mine's father-in-law, Mr. Tom Mealing. Thanks for letting me by, man.
Thank you.
Missed a really good line there, and obviously lost a position, so that sucks. In case you couldn't make out what I just said there, I said, I can't feel my hands for the record. I have a common problem where my hands and my lower parts of my arms actually go numb on me while I'm racing if I'm trying to be too intense or if I'm not breathing well enough. It's almost like arm pump, except they're not pumped up. I just can't feel them, and they go numb and tingly. Trying to shake my throttle hand out there a little bit, restore some feeling and dexterity in there. Coming up is my biggest squid moment of the day. I kind of had an idea my family would be standing right here, but when I saw them, I decided to give them point at the last minute, and that kind of was a bad decision.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. That was a ride. Good save, right? Holy fuck.
That one might be in the running for the world's longest tip over. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I told myself I didn't feel good coming into this. At least I was right.
What I just said there was I really did not feel good coming into this race. I tried to get out and ride earlier in the week and just felt like I wasn't all there. I was riding slow. I was slipping out of turns. I wasn't hitting ruts. And that kind of carried that energy into Sunday, and it really showed and hindered my abilities for the first couple laps here.
I don't know how to fucking
ride. Coming up here on another downed rider, not exactly sure who this was. I haven't heard anything about it either. Hopefully they were all right.
Oh, fuck. Everything. I should be running high in the fucking class right now. I am way back.
Here you're just kind of hearing my inner dialogue and my criticism of myself. Just kind of bothered that I had so many crashes and let so many people by. If I would have just stayed up, even if I wasn't passing anybody, I could have at least, been in the running and been way higher in the class than I was. There, I mentioned how I felt like I was just riding in survival mode, and that's the worst feeling to have in the middle of a race. I couldn't find a flow, and I was just reacting to what the bike was doing. I wasn't putting the bike where I wanted to or riding it. I was letting the bike ride me, so to speak. Could you tell I approached that a bit more timid this time?
Get ahead. Don't fall in here again.
You can hear me talking to myself there. I keep saying, look ahead, look ahead. That is my biggest downfall when I start riding like shit. I look way too close to the front fender and it all starts falling apart. As soon as I take my line of sight and just extend it that little bit, everything changes and I start actually remembering how the hell to ride the dirt bike.
For the record, still can't feel my
At this point, I'm just going to start breaking the laps up and just pulling the highlights out from them. That way I save on time a little bit and it's not as boring.
This section.
Here I got into a little bit of the rhythm just in time to completely forget about this turn and absolutely blow the shit out of it and lose a spot.
If this makes it to YouTube, be amazed. I'm so embarrassed with the way I'm riding right now.
Well, there you go. You should be amazed because not only did I upload it, but I put the effort into voiceovering this whole thing. And let me tell you, I suck at this. Obviously, mid-race, we weren't entirely sure what this guy's status was, but coming around for another lap and seeing him still laying there really showed how serious his injuries could be, and it definitely left me thinking about him after the race. I had to throw this part in just because the motion blur looks so freaking sick, and you gotta love these 300s on the pipe. Remember that other Will guy I was telling you about? Well, we're about to catch him, and he makes a mistake, and I was able to get by.
On your left.
I promise that won't be the last you see of that resilient bastard, though. Here we are coming up on scoring. This is the end of lap 2, going out for lap 3. Coming up on the spot all my friends and family are standing at, and you'll hear me say, "That was wild," in reference to my little excursion on the prior lap, if you want to call it that.
That was wild!
I still clearly didn't learn my lesson with the whole taking the hand off the bar thing. Just pure dipshit out here. It's alright.
Yep!
Comment below if you know where that call out's from, just so I know you made it this far in the video. Yep! Here I go from almost eating shit to getting a pass on this little whippersnapper. Coming up on another spill.
Oh, you cunt! Fuck!
Could anybody tell I was a little bit frustrated? And look who I let by because of it.
Oh my god. So I think I'm riding in a way to stay off the fucking ground. I keep climbing.
So yeah, you can tell I'm a bit frustrated. Keep in mind at this point, I'm still thinking this guy is racing in my class, and now I gotta put a chase on.
Way on, all racing. Such a fucking greasy track. Might sound like a broken record, but
I could not figure these whoops out for the life of me. Here I got a little bit of flow through it, but that was easily my best lap through those things. So here I'm just trying to follow Will, stay calm, stay consistent, stay upright, most importantly. And you'll see I make a pathetic attempt at an alternate line choice. Ouch. right here I kind of coast because I could have swore I heard somebody behind me, and I was trying to get over to the side so I could let them by, but evidently there was nobody behind me. So I just picked up the pace and tried blowing that turn for a third time. So I was pumped I was able to capitalize on Will's mistake there, and now you'll see me putting on quite a charge here.
Thank you.
So I came up on this dude really quick, meaning I was riding much faster than he was. And once he opened it up on the straightaway, I got kind of worried that he wanted to race. But as you'll see, he ends up letting me by.
Yep. Thank you.
So here we are about to start our fourth lap, and this is where I really started feeling the flow with the bike. Oop, that guy stalled it right before the finish line. My bad if you see that, dude. And I didn't learn the second time and almost blow that turn again. I am an idiot. Now, it may be subtle to you guys watching, but just from prior laps, I can really tell I was looking ahead here and really just in a groove. I loosened my grip up, you know, looking ahead really helped. I controlled my breathing better, and I was just riding 10 times better than when I started the race. Allow me to say these two strokes are just too damn quiet. Here I was thinking I had a good gap on Will, and he sneaks by me on the outside.
Woo! Good shit, buddy.
It may be hard to see in the video, but him and I came together a little bit there, and that was by far the coolest part of the race. Literal banging bars, and it just made for a fun time. That's why I gave him the good shit, buddy. He actually pulled a decent gap on me there for a little bit, but this is just me catching back up. And you'll see here the guy in front of me takes a little spill.
You okay? I guess I gotta upload this now.
Admittedly, I thought that crash would look way funnier on video than it did. So that was what my little comment was about there, saying I guess I had to upload it now. No backing out.
He's in my class, so.
There you could hear my dumb little mumble to myself saying, he's in my class, so, and meaning I need to catch him and I need to pass him. But this whole time he was in a totally different class, and I had no idea. If you're this guy that I kind of passed in a shitty fashion here, that's my bad, dude. I'm so sorry. I thought you could tell both of us were coming, and yeah, I kind of just forced my way in there. Let me just say, that little choppy section of whoops there was brutal. That threw me for a loop all day. So even though I wanted to get around him really bad, I knew we weren't on the last lap, so I did know we had some time. So here I'm just kind of sticking with him, waiting for him to make a mistake. Here you'll see I finally remember to take this inside line on the right. It wasn't a race making time savings by any means, but it did allow me to make up some ground on Will here. Yeah, don't you worry, I'm still back here, lad. Apologies for the dangling hydration pack tube. That's going to be the rest of the race. Spoiler alert. You'll see this line I'm about to take looks a little bit questionable, but each lap I looked at it and I could tell other people were taking it, so I was like, the hell with it. Time for a good pass. Definitely thought this youngster was going to try to close the door on me here, but actually just waved me by. My man. Here you'll see my idiotic fixation flourish on me wanting to pull off what I thought was a neat line. Needless to say, I try it, and guess what? I end up back on the ground.
And again.
I kept a little cooler head there until I realized let Will by again. And then I was really pissed at myself over that one.
Out here ruining it today.
Concluding our 4th lap here, going out for our 5th and final. Now I knew this split was coming and I was really hoping he'd take the left line, and as you'll see, he did, and I was able to capitalize. As I mentioned previously, I had raced 2 hare scrambles before this, but never got into any kind of battling situations with anybody, so this just had me having an absolute blast. Even though my race started so shitty, I was just having fun being able to, go toe-to-toe with somebody of a similar skill level. All I have on my mind right now is it's the final lap. You need to put distance between yourself and this guy. Go, go, go. Remember before when I wanted to take the lower line to make the passes work? Here you'll see, work like a charm. hard to tell from the video, but after I say this, you'll want to replay it and take a listen for yourself. Every time I hit that whoop this race, I would land on my rear brake pedal, and it would throw me right into the bars.
Yo! Thank you. This is riding super consistent. Not faster, but he makes such mistakes. Come in! Thank you!
Man, do I love when people pull off for you. That is the best feeling. I immediately thought this dude was going to make it his mission to hold me up, but thankfully as we get out of this single track here, he lets me by.
Hello! Thank you! Yep! Thank you! Whoop City. Yep.
You can really tell by all the camera movement in that section how brutal that was and how poorly I rode through it. If you notice right there, I said finally. I thought I greased that section finally and just hit it with such nice speed and, kept my speed consistent the whole way through that I was really stoked on that. It only took me 5 laps, but on this one I did remember, left turn. Despite the already long duration of the video, I'm deciding to leave the entire last lap in here, just so you can see the stark contrast between my first and last. I really turned it on at the end. So right there, I believe I ran over somebody's rear fender / rear taillight assembly. So if you raced this race and had that fall off your bike, my bad, I crushed it. last section really should be evident as to how much more I turned it up from previous laps in the race.
Who the fuck done that one?
Finally remember to take that line to the right, which sets you up perfectly for that second turn there. The audacity for the double look back and not point around after I just came flying up on your ass. Come on. This was just unfortunate timing. If you're this girl and you see this video, don't feel bad. I know you apologized. You didn't need to. It happens to all of us.
Why does I flow good? Something like that happens.
Even though that line should have been way faster, it did come with its host of challenges. I should add that my triceps were absolutely destroyed for the following days of the race, and I'm going to attribute it all to that hill climb right there. Didn't take any chances that time. I had one goal and one goal only: stay upright and make it to the finish.
Oh, fuck. These sharp rocks are starting to hit.
I really misjudged the following situation and thought this rider was just going to keep dogging it, so I wanted to make one final pass before scoring, and I made an ass out of myself.
Congratulations.
And that's that, race over. I do regret turning the camera off because the guy I was battling with, Will Manis, actually rode past me, and I called him over and we had a good talk. It was funny when we both revealed our names were Will to each other, but it was nice to get to meet him and share some thoughts about the race and just congratulate each other on a job well done. If you made it through those 49 minutes of terrible riding and rambling, thank you. See you in the next one.